Walking the walk, talking the talk, telling you what a CEO is all about. This is the podcast for she's only. We share our stories of leadership to inspire you. So welcome to the She Sleeps, the podcast for she's only. She's only a woman in leadership. So come on, CEO, you should join the show. The She Sleeps podcast with Jodi Hood.
Welcome to She Suites podcast with your host, yours truly, Jodi Hood. This is a place where She Suite executives share and compare unfiltered realities that our male counterparts will never face. We laugh, we cry, we thrive, and we survive. Today is a good topic, She Suites. We're going to be talking about talking less and listening more, or listen more and talk less. So I read this article in Inc. by Peter Economy, and I found it to be quite interesting. And I'm going to share a few of these tips with you today. Now, the topic in Inc. was silent leadership. Talk less, listen more. So, how exactly does that look? And what are the benefits? Well, everyone knows those meetings where there's this single individual, the know-it-all, the talker, who takes over the whole discussion and prevents others from participating. Here's the problem. That person often is the leader. Chances are the most effective leaders that you worked with or admired probably stood out because they didn't talk that much during meetings. They probably perfected what Peter Economy calls silent leadership. Silent leadership. It's a technique, people. Now, what is the purpose of purposeful silence? Well, remarkable changes occur when leaders make a conscious decision kind of to reduce the speaking time. Don't hog the whole conversation. Don't hog the whole meeting. And when that is done, you will be surprised how the atmosphere in the room begins to change. Those team members who usually stay silent will start to express their thoughts. What else does silence do? It allows ideas to emerge without restrictions. While previously concealed perspectives, they're going to become apparent. Now, Peter cites management guru Peter Drucker as being credited for saying, listening, the first competency of leadership, is not a skill, it's a discipline. And all you have to do is keep your mouth shut. Yeah. Listen sometimes. Just shut up. Now, the deliberate communication model is this. Silent leadership, it doesn't mean that you're disappearing. Remember, I told you it's a skill and it's a technique. You're silent and you know what you're doing. This approach actually requires leaders to focus on meaningful exchanges instead of the amount of content that's shared in the communication. So, this approach means asking thoughtful questions instead of always starting off with a statement. It means becoming at ease with silent moments that give others, just give them a time, give them a chance to think. Silent leadership means communicating with focused accuracy and meaningful intent. Yes, it means, I know this is a hard one, to resist the urge to fill every silence. I know you've heard the adage, silence is golden. Sometimes that's really true. Silence can be golden. So now I'm sure you're asking yourself, how can I implement silent leadership? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because here are a couple of small changes you can start right now to start implementing silent leadership. So the first thing you can do is kick off a meeting by asking questions rather than delivering updates and instructions. So ask a simple question like this. What should our primary focus be today? And you will be surprised how that can transform your meeting dynamics immediately. Here's something else you can start implementing right away. Utilize the speak last approach during meetings, especially when you are the highest authority in the room. So what this does is it helps you to avoid the typical situations where your team members will just only repeat what they believe you want to hear. You know what else you can do? You can take a 5-second pause to reflect after someone is done talking before you reply. Yep, just take a 5-second pause. That's not long. And then you take a brief moment to pause before responding. And you know what that does? That creates opportunities for thoughtful contemplation while demonstrating to others that reflective thinking is appreciated. And lastly, this is what you can do. Demonstrate active listening by monitoring your body movements while someone is speaking. What do? You can lean forward, maintain eye contact, and nod a little bit while talking. This shows that your attention is on what others are saying instead of what you're doing so I can respond. Now, here's the bottom line. The ability to use silence is an underappreciated skill for leaders in today's world of noisy meetings and digital communications. What you can do is reduce your speaking time while increasing your listening time. And that will encourage your team to share more with you while also making them feel appreciated. And it will enable the ability to make better informed decisions. Now, they say women talk a lot. So She Suites, we kind of have a reputation of being a person or a leader who loves to talk, except for me, I'm an introvert, so I am an exception to the rule. But we must realize, women, the power of silence. We must realize the power of keeping your mouth shut. Yeah, silent leadership. All right, folks, that brings the podcast to a close. And I know you know what I'm about to say. Like me where? On Facebook. Connect with me where? On LinkedIn. What are you going to do? To my YouTube page. You're going to connect with me. That's Dr. Jodi Easterling Hood or Jodi Easterling Hood. And what are we going to do, ladies? Well, while we're practicing our silent leadership, we are going to keep walking the walk and we're going to keep talking the talk. And we have a message for the men in the C-suite. There's not that many of us She-suites. So you know what, men? You better get ready because the She-suites, we're coming at you. Until next week, everybody, remember I'm on Spotify, I'm on Amazon, I'm on Apple, I'm on Deezer. Yeah, so you can listen to me while you're in the car, riding along to work or coming back home. Yeah, listen to me over and over again. And all of my podcasts are there. So yeah, folks, until next week, have a good one.
She-Suites, you better get ready for the She-Suites. Coming at you with the She-Suites. It's a podcast for G's only. She-Suites, you better get ready for the She-Suites. Coming at you with the She-Suites. It's a podcast with Jodi Hood.